the Spar-Inn Podcast.
Yo, what up, what up, what up? It is episode 27 of the Spar-Inn Boxing Radio Podcast. I am here with the new boxing promoter, dressed like it. I don't know what the hell he's wearing. Willie, what up, Willie? Please explain the outfit before we even start. Is it because for Easter?
No, it's part of I'm a mob boss.
I don't know why.
I went to a mob party with the Italians and I had to show out.
Really?
Yeah. Big Boss Donnie.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Big Boss Donnie had me handle some things for him.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I had to.
All right. Anyway, into the Spar-Inn Boxing Radio. Happy Easter, y'all. We're here on Easter Sunday. I'm drinking
like
wine.
Rolly said, Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. It's true. It was a good little weekend of boxing. I'm over here drinking wine for Jesus. I don't usually drink wine. Wine makes me get emotional, so that's just a heads up. That's just a disclaimer. Yeah. We had a nice weekend, man. Friday night, we had a little Oscar Valdez action. Saturday night, we had the Tim Tszyu versus Sebastian Fundora, which turned into an Easter bloodbath. Then we had Sinisa Superbad. We're going to touch on that. What else?
Super bad. She did her thing.
Yes, she did. She did lots of things. Romero Cruz, as Willie touched on with the Easter comments. We're going to do a deep dive into that. That was a little... Rolly's great. Rolly, it's hard to hate. Like, he's so hateable. He's so hateable, you love him.
Yo, he's a fan favorite, though, man.
Yeah, he's great. We're going to touch on real quick preview of... Oh, no. Before the preview, we're going to do Gilberto Ramirez. He's another fight that kind of went on. Oh, the hat's coming off.
Yeah,
the fedora's coming off. All right. It was short-lived. It was short-lived. For those of you listening on the radio and don't have an image, you might want to YouTube this at the Spar-Inn. I don't know what the fuck Willie's wearing. This was not planned. He just came over like this.
Bro.
I like it, though. I wish I could wear shit like that.
You can, man.
No, I don't think I can.
Just have fun.
My chest hairs are like grangly looking. Is that a word, grangly?
I don't think so.
All right. Anyway, Richardson Hitchens versus
Sturdy.
Gustavo Lemos. We'll do a sturdy. I'm not bringing that up again. Do a little preview on that, and then as always, other boxing news. What'd you do for Easter, Willie? We'll start off with that, and then just get right into it. Besides the party,
about my day. Wow.
Well, what about your night with the suit? Look, just real quick.
My night was pretty smooth, man.
What was the real party?
Huh? It was my old manager's 60th birthday, man.
Damn.
Yeah, but I knew him all my life, though, so he's cool.
Big
man.
6-0.
That's my guy, bro.
Hope I lived to 60.
I got him some Monte Cristos.
Yeah?
Some cigars.
Nice.
Yeah, he liked those.
Did he? Did you smoke one in that suit?
Nope. I should have.
Yeah, what the hell?
I'm a sober guy, bro.
Yeah, but cigars, that's nothing. You don't even inhale.
I know.
Damn.
It is what it is.
You should have just took a picture with him.
I did. with the cigars.
He's got Prada sneakers on.
I was chilling.
This dude's about it right now.
That's my only products I got, bro.
Take one off. Put it in the camera. Let him see. Let him see. Oh, God, we might break the mic here.
Look. Woo, these shits.
Oh, my goodness. Still fresh.
Bro, still fresh.
I'm not even going to show you. I got Crocs on. We're going to keep them down there. We're going to keep my Crocs down here. All right, let's get right into it. Boxing. Enough about Willie's outfit. Enough about Easter. But happy Easter to you all.
How was your Easter, though?
Me, we had dinner. My girl had the fam over. We had some ham, some dinner for Jesus. That's really it. Nothing crazy.
I'm crazy. Oh, I did a challenge today with my daughter and them.
Yeah.
Like guess the drink challenge.
I saw that on it.
Yeah, that shit was cool.
Would you guess them?
I got all of them wrong.
Yeah.
She gave me coffee. I got coffee right. It was a black coffee. She had me kombucha. She gave me some some pickle type of taste drink. Had me fucked up.
That shit went viral. I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw the post.
I thought she was going OD. I thought my sister was going to give me some nasty something.
Yeah.
Like concoction and something.
That is funny though. That's a good little family Easter. Easter's one of those holidays. Unless you're super, super religious, you don't really celebrate. But we will drink wine for Jesus. Cheers to Jesus.
Yeah, cheers. In my holy water.
All right. What do you want to talk about first, Will? You want to talk about Seines Estrada versus Yokasta Valle?
Yeah, that was a great fight, man.
What'd you think of it?
It was a great fight. I mean,
undisputed, man. Undisputed fight.
She could have lost that in the 10th round. She was getting rocked.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, she was getting rocked. It's 10 rounds, right?
I was 10. Yeah,
Yeah.
2-minute rounds.
Getting rocked. I was like, yo, she's about to lose this fight. How is she let up like that? Can't.
So I like that Estrada was switching like that, though. Like, announcers weren't. They're like, every time she switches, she's getting hit. She's not doing it right. But in women's boxing, let's just be real. The talent level, I'm not going to say the talent level isn't there, but the disparity, the difference in talent between opponents is there. That's the word I'm looking for. The difference in talent between opponents. There's talent there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on the girls. There is talent there, but the difference is very wide.
Yeah, so like you'll find somebody with a skill gap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And
not a lot of people is switching like that.
Sinisa switching like that, I thought was great because it threw Val for a loop in the beginning. She eventually caught on. Props to her. Did you? Let's backtrack though. Did you see the weigh-in?
No, how they was looking?
You gotta Google
no,
that.
I see. I watched the weigh-in. I was watching it. Matter of fact, I was watching it live.
Yeah.
On YouTube. Well, I don't know who. Yeah. Nah, you. You going crazy.
Yo, that booty on Val.
Oh man.
And you know what? I don't usually dive into the weigh-ins unless well, no, I do if they're sunken, like sunken face. When I'm gambling, I look for the weight, the actual weight, and why the weigh-ins are there, right? Who cut weight too hard, blah blah blah. In this weigh-in, I noticed something different, and it was the attire. Okay. So we all love Superbad. She's bad. Superbad is bad.
She's like the boxing J-Lo.
I guess, but I didn't see a butt. It's a good thing you said that because I didn't see a butt.
Oh.
I didn't see a butt. She had sweats on, and that kind of was like.
She definitely had sweats on.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? She's not here. She's not here. She's here for business.
Yeah.
She's not here to look, because she could have showed her butt off. Val, on the other hand, was like, you know what? I need to show some cheeks to get some peaks. So
her body was amazing.
Yeah, no, it was. I'm not hating on the body. I'm just saying when it comes to like boxing.
And she fought a good fight.
Yeah. She the pressure got to Estrada, but I think Estrada wiped the floor with her. Honestly, let's be real. There was no knockouts. Obviously, it's a women's fight. It's hard to get knockouts in a women's fight with the 2-minute rounds. Yeah. And Estrada switching like that, it is what it is. We kind of knew it was going to happen in a sense. Not the switching, but the
victory.
Yeah, the victory. But you know what? This is the only issue I have with women's boxing as comparable to men's boxing. In women's boxing, towards the middle of the rounds, if there's going to be a knockout or not. You know what I mean? The power is just not there.
Oh, okay.
So in men's boxing, there's always like a puncher's chance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Not that there's not in women's, but in men's boxing, like you could be losing 7 rounds to 0, but if you could crack, it just takes 1. In women's boxing, the power depletes faster, and when they're going at it and you're watching it, you're like, all right, yeah, no one's getting knocked down in this. I could tell.
I don't know, but that 10th round, she almost went down.
Yeah, she was getting clipped. But you knew, man. I don't know. 2-minute rounds.
There was a headbutt in that fight.
Are you for 3-minute rounds for women's boxing?
No, I don't want to see it.
You just don't want to see it?
No.
Why? Wait, explain.
I don't want to see the longest. They get tired. They don't need to be getting beat up like that.
How about you know what I want? I want 3-minute rounds and keep the 10 rounds.
10 rounds. Oh,
so 3-minute rounds, keep the 10 rounds.
Yeah, because what's her name? She's the first one to do it.
The 3-minute rounds.
Yeah.
What's her name from Brooklyn? Amanda Serrano.
Yeah. So she's doing a 3-minute 12.
Yeah, that was. And I thought she was gonna get the knockdown. That girl was that.
If that
she
might
was surviving.
Matter of fact, that might work actually, because then you might catch a knockout.
I think 3 minutes, 10.
You gotta definitely. Yeah, it might work. Yeah.
3-minute rounds, I think, because if you get, I'm cool with the 3-minute rounds, and they all seem to want it. But like, why not?
Some of them be pretty up. Like, damn.
Yeah, I don't like when girls. I was talking to somebody on Instagram about this. I don't like when girls.
But when I like all the Instagram influencers and that box the girls, bro, they be in there doing their thing, bro. I love to see it. I love when they in the gym and they just doing their thing, throwing hands, and they nice with it. Especially the ones that do the mitts. What do you mean,
the workout, the workout videos?
A lot of them that do work. It's a lot of girl boxing influencers.
Yeah, my whole feed is.
I love those shit. I don't know. I'm always reposting a shit. Always.
I have problems when you look at your feed or whatever it is. What's it called? Suggested whatever.
Yeah.
When you look at that and mine's all MILFs and MILFs boxing, something's wrong.
Crazy. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Algorithm is crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, oh man, it's like a MILFarism. Yeah. Anyway, on the same card, the next fight, Oh no, let's go back. I'm sorry, yo.
Yeah, no, because you fucking ignored my question, bro.
What
I
was
asked you if it was a headbutt in that
Yeah,
fight.
but there was nothing caused by it. Like,
You know, but why they said it's intentional.
who cares though? Like, it didn't affect anything.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
So
like
what the fuck are they making a big deal at the end of the fight? They was like, it's intentional. They want the rematch.
But whatever. Of course, a trainer's gonna stick up for his girl and stuff. But like, it wasn't.
Oh, did you see the fan throw the water? It was a little girl.
Yeah.
That was freaking crazy.
It's the Latinos, bro.
No,
Latino fans.
what? Like, come on.
Latino fans.
This
throwing-
generation is crazy. It's a little kid though.
Do you remember? Oh fuck.
The little kid threw the
Danny
fucking-
Jacobs versus the fuck was his name? His dad's a legend. Whatever. Danny Jacobs versus. I'm so bad. I think it's the drinking. I'm so bad with names. What the fuck is his name? Whatever. That Danny Jacobs made him quit, and his dad's like the legend of Mexico.
Yeah.
I can't think of the fucking name. I'm so dumb. But they were throwing. I think that was also in Phoenix, in Arizona too. They were throwing all kinds of. Yeah, it was. It was in Arizona as well. Danny Jacobs was bobbing and weaving because he made him quit.
Okay.
Is it J.C. Ramirez?
Vargas?
Yeah. What?
Vargas?
No.
Oh.
Whatever. I'm sorry, yo. I'm having. You boxing fans know.
Vargas got mad sons in there, right? That's which one is that?
Yeah.
He's got.
I think he's got like 6 sons total, 3
boxing
pro.
right now, right?
Yeah, his son was on the undercard too.
Oh yeah, fact.
That was good. He won, obviously. But all right, enough about Estrada and her looks. Super bad. You are bad. You'll always be bad. Let's get into Oscar Valdez versus Liam Wilson. Now, we talked about Oscar. We did a preview of this. Oscar Valdez versus Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
We previewed it pretty good. We said this is like a shit or get off the pot type of fight for Oscar Valdez. He's older. He's war torn. We went into deep detail about it, and we said Liam Wilson's probably going to come, and this is a good resume bullet for him.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
The first few rounds, I'm like, Oscar Valdez is not throwing. He doesn't throw combos. It's part of. I think it's Reynoso's fault a little bit. That counter, that one punch hook counter, isn't going to work when you know it's coming every time. You know what I mean?
I mean, it did work though.
So at the end, at the middle of the fight,
a lot of people fighting like that though.
Yeah.
A lot of people is fighting the peekaboo, and then they counter the counter left hook all the time.
But Valdez gets hit so much, man.
Oh yeah.
He's not, and we talked about it last episode. Let's just get into this fight. Let's stay on track. Sorry, this wine got me toasty. A little toasted. Cheers, Jesus.
Hold it down. Hold it down.
So Oscar Valdez was doing exactly what me and you predicted. Same thing. He's getting tagged up. Liam Wilson came to fight. Wilson,
I figured that. I said I think he got something for him.
Around 5 or 6 though. 5 or 6. Liam Wilson decides, you know what?
I'm gonna fight with him. Like
I'm
his
gonna
style.
bang.
That shit had me so tight. I'm sitting there watching. I didn't catch none of this shit live. I was so pissed off. But like, so I was watching the highlights, and you know these highlights on like it takes a while for the whole fight to be full, the full fights.
Yeah.
So they be having like the knockoff fights, like the zoomed in ones, and they be glitching on YouTube. So I had to watch that shit. That shit tear the shit out of me. So I'm like, I'm watching this shit. I'm like, why is he fighting like that? Fighting his fight.
Dude.
You want to sit there and bang with him head to head, like y'all.
So
Bro.
that started. I threw a dagger bet, right? I got home from work. It was a late night fight. Thank you. So I come home. I'm like, oh, nice. I'm going to put this fight on. It's still on. I got to watch Superbad and then Valdez live. I'm like, awesome. On a Friday night. I loved it. So I get home. I'm like, yo, I'm going to throw a dagger bet. And I want to apologize to Liam Wilson. I thought Liam Wilson was from the UK. I really did. And that there's a million Liam Wilsons in the UK. I thought Liam Wilson was from the UK. So I'm like, yo, you know
from
what?
the States?
No.
Oh.
He's from Australia.
Oh.
So I'm like, Australia. So I'm like, yo, he's from the UK. There's no way Valdez is gonna dog him, man. You know, like the Mexicans always beat the guys in the UK, even with Valdez being as war torn as he is. Throw a dagger bet out round 7 or 8. I'm like, you know what? Let's make it fun. 5th and 6th round. I'm nervous the whole fight. I'm like, I'm not gonna hit it. 5th and 6th round, I see Liam Wilson change that style up, go head to head, like literally head to head, chin down, and start on the inside banging. And I'm like, you don't want to hook with the hooker, and I'm ecstatic. opposite of you when you were like, why the hell would he do that? I'm like, keep fucking doing it. I'm going nuts. Boom. 6th round gets hit.
I can hear you now.
Seventh round. I'm like, oh, we got it.
Yeah,
we got it. Hit that
man.
bet round 7-8. I
I'm happy
put
for
some
you,
cheese
man.
on that. I lost it all the next day, but
I'm
it's all
happy
good.
for you.
In the moment, we won.
Yeah, right in the moment.
Oscar Valdez, man, props to him. It's hard to hate him. He showed clear emotion after.
Yeah.
Clear emotion.
It was,
Boxing's everything to him, man. Boxing is everything to him, and that's cool to see.
it was good sportsmanship.
A lot of times
afterwards,
with star-studded athletes, it's not everything.
yeah.
Valdez was sponsored by Gatorade at one point. Like he's real deal, man.
Real deal.
And so emotional at the end, man. It's so good to see that. He was in the ring, teared up, and he's a gentleman.
You don't think that stoppage was like?
Nah, I don't think so. Because when you saw him in the sixth get hit like that, and think of how much he was throwing, right, from 1 through 5.
Yeah.
Wilson, how much Wilson was throwing, gets hit with some real clean shots when he changed that style up, and then now the next round he comes out and is getting thudded again. Oscar Valdez fucking didn't play with his food at that point when he had him hurt and starts wailing on him. I think it was a good stoppage because he stopped throwing. His whole demeanor changed.
All right.
And that's how fighters die. When your demeanor changes like that.
It's not really a crazy stoppage. I just seen like it was like.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. But, like, nah, when you're in the ring.
He didn't get knocked down or nothing. He was just up.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to quit, and he wasn't throwing. Think of how many punches he was throwing. As, like, a human, when you're watching that and your whole style changes. Like, everything changes from a hit, and then you're just up there, and you're just getting wailed at the pro elite level.
No, like Rolly.
Nah. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. Rolly's a survivor, man. I'm a survivor. But we'll get there. Rolly's a survivor. Sort of. Props to Valdez, though. You know what the problem with Valdez is now, though? What's next?
Yeah, what is next for him?
What is next? We saw what happened with Navarrete. Oshaki Foster, that could be a good scrap, I think. But Oshaki Foster's showed his championship grit in his last fight at the Garden.
Yeah.
He's on the up and up. He's getting better each fight, and he faced adversity in the last fight. I think Oshaki takes it. I think his best bet is the UK guy, Joe Cordina. Joe Cordina has a belt. He could steal a strap from Joe Cordina if he trains right and hard, and times Joe Cordina right and catches him with something. I just think there's not much for him. Because then after Cordina, say he does, and Cordina could beat him too. Valdez gets hit a lot. He has the peekaboo style with lack of head movement. There's like no head movement there. And you know what he's doing. He doesn't throw a lot of jabs. He's kind of like Pitbull.
Yeah.
Not as bad as Pitbull, but he's kind of like Pitbull. He doesn't throw a lot of jabs. Cordina could kind of outscore him if he could survive, with the onslaught. So there's not much there for him in the future. This win was great for him, though. And I'm not taking anything away from him. This win was great for him. And as a boxing fan.
He needed it.
Everybody loves him because he's such a good dude and a dog in the ring. When you're a good dude and a dog in the ring, like you're grade A for every fan base. So good for him. I just don't know what's really next. I mean, he'll make some money, but someone's gonna.
He's a true Mexican warrior.
Yeah, he really is. He really is. And this shows it.
So shout out.
And this shows you can't fuck around with with like pros, man. You just can't.
Hell no.
But whatever. We'll always be a fan of him, and we're talking like as if he lost. He's coming off a huge win. He's just there is
he was just supposed to win it. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to win that one.
Usually you say there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
How old is he now?
There is a light. He's I think I'd have to look it up. I think he's late 30s. But either way, he's war torn. You know what I mean? Like Canelo isn't old, but Canelo is boxing old from all the fights he's been in and wars and the way he gets hit.
Fights.
So I'm going to look it up right now real quick, his age. Yeah, 33. He's my age. So he's not that old, but in boxing, when you're in your 30s, man,
yeah,
especially the wars he's been in.
The way my knees feeling now, I bet.
Me too, man. Damn. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
My knees hurting.
I can imagine how they feeling at their age, and they still going.
But for real, props to him. Thank you for the winning a bet. I bet with you. And I'd probably bet with you again because you still got that pop. I just don't, at the elite level, you already had taste of Navarrete. I don't think you want another taste of Navarrete. It's basically like what is next? That's it, though. I mean, that was a good Friday night, though. I love Friday night fights like that, man. That
shit caught me off guard. I didn't even know it was Friday night.
I hit you up. You're like, fuck, I'm at work.
Word, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was like, that's tonight. I'm thinking it's gonna be like Saturday of doubleheader type. You know what I'm saying? How it usually be.
Well, there was, but we'll talk about that now. You want to just pop into it? Tim Tszyu versus not Thurman. Also, I want to apologize to our listeners. We were gonna when they made that announcement, I was gonna do like have Willie come by and we were gonna do a like an emergency show or whatever. But we don't have a producer. We have families. We don't get paid for this. This is just fun and a hobby.
It's a hobby. So,
that being said, we have jobs and bills to pay. We're like, yeah, we'll just get it when we can get it. So we're apologizing though, so that's good. Sorry, guys. All right. Tim Tszyu versus Fundora. We'll talk about that card.
Ooh, I got a Fundora.
Oh, he's got a Fundora. Willie's got a Fundora right now.
You know what I'm saying?
But that thing does not look like Fundora. Before that, Romero versus Cruz. A lot of hype behind this fight. Some were saying that this is what sold the fucking Tim Tszyu Fundora fight.
Oh yeah.
And we'll get there. I mean, Keith Thurman did back out, thankfully. But Romero versus Cruz. Willie, what'd you think going in?
Oh,
and what'd you think coming out?
I mean, we already said what's going to happen, man. We said it, man. I know I definitely said it. Bro, I wish I should have. I forgot about this fight, too. That's the crazy part. It was the night of the party. I forgot about the fucking fight. I'm like, hold up. And then I call Puma like, what the fuck happened at the fight? He was like, he got stopped in the 8th round. I'm like, I was going to bet the 8th round. And we called
Willie
it
was
on
fuming.
the last freaking
And all I hear is
podcast,
these fucking
bro.
Italianos in the background.
Yo.
I'm like, where the fuck are you? Where's my invite?
Yo, that shit was fucking, that shit had me so
Yeah,
tight, man. We
that's the
called
worst.
it. We knew Pitbull was going to put the work on it.
Even in gambling, dude, you always go with your gut, right?
Yeah, man.
Like, especially boxing gambling, when you follow the sport, you always go with your gut, no matter what.
Learning by the day is starting. It's like calling these fights is getting kind of easy.
Yeah, because there's so many mismatches.
Yeah, but
the best boxing fights are the ones you're like, fuck, I don't know, man.
Styles makes
I don't
fights,
know.
and when you know you got two aggressive fighters, and one of them got to fight backwards, you already know the one that's fighting backwards is probably going to want to lose.
Did you see Rolly's entrance by any chance?
Nah, I didn't get
Oh
catch
my
it.
god!
What'd he
So there's
do?
a song by AC/DC, and I can't play it because we'll get whatever copyrighted.
Copyrighted, okay.
But there's a song by AC/DC, right? It's called
Oh.
Big Balls, and it basically the song is just, I've got big balls, I've got big balls.
Get the fuck out of
You've
here.
got big balls, but we've got the biggest balls of them all. And he came out to that, and I only know that song
No, did he?
because my dad used to listen to it, right? Like, and I'd laugh when I was a kid in the car. I'm like, damn, who is this? AC/DC? And I hear it, I'm like, holy shit, Rolly's coming out to Big Balls.
I never hear that shit
Yo,
in the
you gotta look it up. You gotta look it up because you're gonna be like, Rolly's a G, bro.
Rolly's a clown, bro.
Like I said before.
He's entertainment.
Yeah,
man.
like I said before, he's so easy to hate that you like him. Like he's a legit. If this was wrestling, they have what's called the heel. Apparently, The Rock came back in wrestling, and he's a heel.
Yeah.
Rolly is like the ultimate boxing heel. He's annoying enough. He had the little chain with the pit bull.
Oh
You
my
saw
god, bro.
Cruz's face on the pit.
Stop playing.
Yeah, and you know what? Rolly did what we said he was gonna do. He's athletic, but this is what I noticed, and I've noticed this in the past with Cruz.
Yeah.
And maybe this is why they call him Pitbull. Like, when I think of pit bulls, I think of aggressive bite, and they never let go.
Yeah.
This dude's chin is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Cruz's chin, talk about sturdy and little fighters. Like, this dude's chin is, he feels it, and he don't even change his expression. Because
Nothing.
Rolly could crack, Gervonta could crack,
Yeah.
and Cruz is just like, nah, I'm coming. Nah,
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Exactly, man.
It's insane, dude, and he's a problem for everybody just because of that.
Exactly.
His
Now
chin.
they hyping the shit out of Pitbull now.
Yeah, like, because he throws no jabs, though. He throws 0
But
jabs.
guess what? Rolly found out
Uh-huh.
that ain't no chihuahua.
No. And I give Rolly props, and this is like when you look at Teofimo versus Ortiz, right? When I was going crazy, it went,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say viral, but it got a lot of clickbait on our shit.
Yeah.
The difference was the way Rolly was backing up and stuff. Rolly was landing power shots. Like, Rolly was backing up, throwing power shots, hitting Cruz. And Cruz is just like, nah, bro. Nah, S.A., I'm still here. It was crazy. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because Rolly could hit. That's the only thing Rolly's known for is he can hit.
Yeah.
Hey, And at some point, it was like you knew Rolly was going to get caught.
He got rocked in the first round.
But he
man.
adjusted. He adjusted, and the way he survived that first round, I gave Rolly props. Rolly did everything he could. We knew what was going to happen. Rolly did everything he could. He actually had Cruz a little frustrated. Cruz was like, I should have had this guy the fuck out of here.
Rolly defense is not there.
Nah. He's just athletic.
Yeah, his defense
But
is not there, bro.
Rolly's
That's
just not that next tier. And you know what? Cruz isn't either, but his chin being so good gives him a chance versus that next tier. His chin is so good it gives him a chance versus that next tier. He's not next tier. He has no jabs. He just throws looping, powerful, explosive hooks. But with no real, I don't want to say boxing skill because he does go to the body with the hook. There's no like.
His timing was nice, bro.
Yeah, I guess. But when you have a chin like that, everything's easier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he knows, all right, I'm gonna get hit, but I don't give a fuck. Like I don't think he feels
That's
it.
that grit, man.
I don't think he feels it. I really
That's that
don't.
grit, man.
And then
People was talking shit. I don't know, man. I don't know about Rolly, bro. I don't know if he's going his. I think his run is over.
Shout out to Sparks, David Sparks, friend of the show. He was doing some little fight live shit in the Instagram.
Word.
And like, dude, he had some other
He's
pros.
funny as hell.
Yeah. He was all about Rolly. He was like, damn, Rolly, was doing good. And then when Rolly, everyone just started roasting Rolly. They all started roasting Rolly, man.
Flats was about roasting him, too?
Yeah, everybody was like,
Yeah,
oh,
Flats
man.
is funny as hell,
yeah.
dog.
They all started roasting Rolly. It was funny. But like, you know what I didn't like? And this is Caleb Plant's wife. And it's not her fault. PBC or whoever told her to do this. You never want to, like, when you get stopped in a fight, right?
Yeah.
Or even knocked down. I hate when they interview the loser. Joe Rogan actually says this about UFC when he does the UFC commentary.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, I rarely do it. He has done it, but he's like, I rarely do it. I rarely interview the loser, so on and so forth.
You know what it is too, because Pitbull don't speak English.
Yeah, but they interviewed him first. They interviewed Rolly first, and Rolly was still. He was still fucking concussed.
Yeah, they know
But he was
what
still.
to say.
He was trying.
But he act like that on a regular.
Yeah.
That's why it's like.
But you can.
It's funny, but it's not funny.
I felt a little bad, man. Jordan Plant was like, and she kind of saw what was going on too. She's been around fighters. She knows. She's been seeing sparring wars. She must have been like, what the fuck am I doing? But she's a fighting wife,
I thought Rose was gonna say something funny, like. I think he was thinking, bro, and he was trying to think about something funny, but he was like, I lost already.
It helped them in the long run because there's clickbait now and there's stuff people could chop up. But shame on PBC for that, man.
You think so?
That dude's brain was rattled, bro.
Yeah.
That dude's brain was mincemeat.
I think he was just thinking, bro.
He just made them so much
trying
money.
to be funny.
Like you just said, Cruz spoke no English. It was hard to promote this fight. We
Yeah.
talked about it.
Yeah.
Rolly basically made them a shit ton of money. You know what I mean?
He made a shit ton of money. Yeah, but that's why he tried to think about something funny.
Yeah.
He's a clown, so he's like.
I know, but his
just,
brain
like,
was
stuck.
You've sparred. We've sparred. You know when you get caught and you get done.
Yeah,
and you're that
my
tired.
fucking head hurt every time I spar.
And
bro.
you're that tired or whatever. And now thinking about that, the pro level getting hit with Cruz shots. He's like, happy Easter. I should have fucking chopped it up.
Happy Easter. Yeah, you should. That should have been here though.
It's all right, but
That should have been. You should have had that clip.
Now who do you see though? Let's get back into the fighting thing of things, the fight talk of things. What do you think's next for Cruz? He's got a belt now.
What is that? 140.
140, man.
Whatchamacallit? Damn, what's his name?
There's a few at 140. I think so. I'll give you my point.
Whatchamacallit?
I think Subriel Matias.
Matias, yes, Matias. That's what I was talking
Dude.
about. Him and Matias fighting would be.
That is that
That shit is gonna be the fight.
That would be the best
probably.
4 rounds of boxing.
You think so?
That would be the best
4 rounds.
4 rounds. I think because
Nah,
Subriel's suspect chinny. Subriel's suspect chinny.
Yo, so if
Subriel gets hit with what fucking Rolly got hit with in the first round, Subriel's flat. He's done.
that will really like knock him off the ring of talks and
Yeah,
shit. So
that's two
if
trains.
Pitbull could get that done,
That is 2 trains on the same
I
track.
love Pitbull, man.
No, I do. Pitbull, he's just
Cruz
entertainment.
is nice, man. I like him.
But Subriel's a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. if he could pull that shit off, that would be the most. I would love to watch.
The only thing I will say I don't like about Subriel, right? And this is gonna sound biased. My guy Tio Teofimo sent him an offer. Subriel's like, nah, my hand's broken. Subriel was a free agent at the time, could have went anywhere. Subriel didn't go with Top Rank where Teo is. Subriel went with DAZN. DAZN doesn't have that many guys at 140. If you really wanted the Teo fight, right? Subriel was talking all kinds of shit, no matter what the money is. And if you're a real dog ass fighter, you go with Top Rank and say, okay, Teo, let's make it cracking. Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
He didn't. So part of me is like, what's going on with you, Subriel? What's going on? There's a lot of great fights to be made at 140. Is it you? Is it we don't know. We're not behind the scenes, but
we don't know shit.
But you can't say.
But what we would love to see.
You can't say Teo's ducking you now. You can't.
Teo, I don't think Teo ducking nobody.
No,
bro.
he's got a little gimme fight they just gave him. We'll talk about that later.
Think he got a fight coming up?
Yeah, in June, the end of June in Miami. You want to go?
In Miami? What's the end of June?
June. I'm not sure. We'll talk about it.
Oh, it got
Let's do it.
Dirt end.
Oh, June 8th though. We're going too. I was talking to Jahai.
Oh, Jihad.
MSG.
Okay, that's cool.
June 8th, Jahai Tucker from Long Island's fighting. I don't know
There
who's the
you
main
go.
event in that card. The whole little Top Rank squabbles on it in MSG. We are. The Spar-Inn will be there. I'm gonna go crazy too because I'm gonna just blow my credit card and I'm gonna just hand out free merch.
We should definitely do what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Before.
Sorry. Okay. All right. Well, that was it really for Romero. What's next for Romero?
Oh, I think his money fights is over.
Yeah. Back to OnlyFans with the feet.
Yeah,
or Only Feet, whatever it is.
Oh, what Ryan Garcia said he should go be an influence boxer now.
He'd make some good money though. He beat so many guys too. Like
that's funny as hell. But that's where Ryan's gonna be after.
Right.
After Devin gets done with him,
Ryan Garcia though,
same spot. Bro.
Ryan Garcia is like he's smart in a sense because he's setting shit up. He kind of knows that Devin's gonna beat him.
Ryan's
calling out
forever
Cruz.
gonna have money.
He was calling out Cruz.
Yeah,
but he's basically investing. In a sense,
he's
like, oh fuck you,
he don't
Cruz.
give a fuck. He's gonna get all his money now. I think Ryan don't give a fuck. He's gonna get all his money and chill. He don't care. He don't even care about losing.
Speaking of Ryan Garcia though, like I don't usually drink wine because it gets me emotional. Ryan Garcia, I hate to say it, bro. I don't know anything about him, nothing about his personal life.
Yeah,
but I do know a lot of alcoholics. Yeah. And Ryan Garcia is an alcoholic. He
He
came up with this shit like, oh, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do this, but I am gonna drink wine like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
That's what alcoholics like. Yo, I'm not gonna do it. Nah, I'm gonna be good, but I'm gonna just have a few beers here and you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be straight edge, but I'm still gonna drink. He's like, yeah, I'm still gonna drink though. Like, come on, bro.
Man, kick the can.
Nah. Yo, he's not scared of Devin Haney because of their amateur fights.
Yeah.
So he's not scared of Devin Haney. So
he's seeing him a lot.
This fight might be more interesting than we think. You know, Devin Haney's gonna make it boring. He's gonna muck it up and make it boring. But this fight,
it's gonna be exciting for the first couple of rounds and stuff, and then it might get boring.
Because Ryan Garcia is known to have a weak body now since the Gervonta fight, right? That's what everyone's going with. If Haney goes down to the body, and Garcia hits him with that hook, man, because that hook's still there.
Yeah. He
hits Haney with that hook. Haney might be doing the stanky leg.
Body shots.
Haney might be doing the stanky leg.
He's gonna be doing that shit. That shit rolling.
Fuck the sturdy. Let's bring back the stanky leg. Never mind. We're not getting into that.
Stanky leg.
All right. So Romero Cruz happened. Now Cruz has a belt and throws a monkey wrench into the 140-pound division. The 140-pound division is the best division in boxing right now. Yeah. There is no better division in boxing right now. Then after that, we had Tim. The Australian Tszyu. I think this wine I'm drinking is Australian. Yeah, it's from Australia. I think 19 Crimes. Cheap wine. Really good.
That guy on it.
Yo, that like it's never mind.
That guy.
It's really good wine. He was arrested or something in Australia. Seriously. All right, I'm not gonna get. Sorry.
Fun fact.
Tim Tszyu, the Aussie, versus Sebastian Fundora.
Oh man.
The minute this fight got announced, right? You actually told me I called it, but I didn't expect it to happen like this. I did call it.
Yeah, you did say you was like, "Yo, he can win this fight," and then
I was like, I think if once because we kind of knew Tszyu was gonna beat fucking
Tim.
Thurman.
Keith.
Yeah, we kind of knew. Everyone kind of knew that Thurman could do it, but there's a lot against him.
Yeah.
So we knew that, And I was like, you know what? I see a Fundora on the undercard, and I'm like, you know what? I think they're setting up like a Fundora. Because Fundora's a fun fight. Always fun to watch.
Yeah.
And they're setting up Tim Tszyu versus Fundora. If Fundora was to win. Whatever happens, happens. Keith Thurman tore his bicep, which I believe happened. I think it really happened. It happened to me.
Yeah.
When you're that old, right, and you take layoffs like that, you got to keep the motor running. We know we're kind of, if we're not pro boxers, but we're getting up there.
Yeah.
So you got to keep the motor running. Don't let his suit fool you. We're getting up there. You got to keep the motor running, right? So he stopped the motor. Who knows what the fuck he was doing? And then he gets right back into a full camp, right? Like right back into a real camp. Boom, torn bicep. Probably dehydrated, ligament.
When was his last fight?
I don't know the date, but at least 2 years. But it wasn't like 2 years of training. You know what I mean? He wasn't actively training and fighting. So it is what it is. It happened. Thank God it happened.
Yeah, because this fight was great.
This fight was an old school fight, and you know what? Tim Tszyu had some shit to say. He was right. This was a throwback fight, man.
Just like
this was
my
a throwback
outfit,
fight.
You feel me?
I want to say something real quick, and then I'm gonna let Willie talk and give his take on the fight. There was announcements that after this fight, it was going to be Terrence Crawford, Tim Tszyu. And Tim Tszyu posted about it. I'm focused on this guy, but yeah. Crawford next. He knows that's money.
Man.
Do not, and I'm going to say this twice. I say a lot of things twice. I'm like Nikki 2 times over here. This is for every boxer, every pro boxer. Do not plan your next fight before your next fight. I'm going to say it again, and I want you to really think about that. Do not plan your next fight before your next fight. Because as a gambling, degenerate, fuckface, boxing fan like myself, a lot of times when this happens and you're overlooking your first opponent, the over hits for sure. and in this fight, the over and more hit. Willie, I'm going to let you take it away. What'd you think of this fight?
Tim came out great, man. Tim came out great. He looked great. He was doing his thing.
Those first 2 rounds, man, I'm like, oh, it's going to be a short night, man, for Fundora.
I don't know
what Tim Tszyu was
doing.
winning my respect, man. I was like,
I don't know what happened, but I guess he was leading with his head. So he got caught with an elbow. I don't know.
So Tim Tszyu made one mistake, right? And they're going to make mistakes in any sport. Mistakes are going to happen no matter what you're playing. Tim Tszyu's mistake that kind of cost him the fucking fight was that leaning. I don't know why he did that.
What?
He leaned in with his head, and Fundora's a fucking giraffe.
Yeah.
Went to block and didn't do it intentional. He went to block his body. He's just so damn long. Tim Tszyu put his head right in his elbow, and that cut was nasty.
Nasty, gushing. Yeah. After that,
the whole thing changed.
Yeah, because Fundora, he seen blood. Mm-hmm. He turned up,
but
he boxed a great fight. He did some unexpected. If he fight that way every time, he's going to be hard to beat.
But he learned from his mistakes and came ready.
He's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah.
He don't need to do that inside
and
shit.
He's a dog. He could dog it out.
Yeah, he don't need that inside shit.
But he
just
could.
Keep his
he could
length.
do it though.
Yeah, I'm saying that's all.
That tall, banging on the inside.
Yo, but he didn't have to do it. The way he did with Tim was perfect.
So let me tell you something though. The first 2 rounds, he was doing that with Tim. We're like, okay, everybody.
But Tim was still getting at it.
And Fundora was bleeding just as much as.
He was out his nose.
His nose was fucking leaking.
And that's from punches, though.
And that's
not no cut.
That didn't stop till the 11th round.
Man, Tim probably would have won this fight if that cut didn't happen.
The first 2 rounds, let me just say something real quick. Tim surprised me. The first 2 rounds, the way Tim's foot placement was.
I like Tim. I was like, Tim is nice.
And I thought Tim was a little overrated. I'm not gonna lie, but this fight really showed me
he had got a good rhythm.
The way he read that timing, the way he timed him. He timed a 6'6" killer giraffe.
Yes.
Like a killer giraffe with talons.
Yeah.
Imagine an angry killer giraffe coming at you. Tim. Tim fucking timed this giraffe and fucking started lighting him up at ease in 2 rounds. It took him 30 seconds to download the data. Bing bong. It was fucking crazy.
Yo, man.
But then he made one mistake, and this is boxing. This is why I'm going to say it again. You never know what could happen.
Yeah.
You do not plan your next fight before your next fight. Get that tattooed. You do not plan your next fight before your next fight because anything could happen. A cut, this dude's bleeding, gushing from the head from leaning in with his head, and now you're rolling high. Now you can't see. He's pawing at his eye.
Can't see.
But I will say that's why championship boxing is championship boxing.
Yeah.
You got to deal with it. It
Yeah,
could
you have to
happen.
deal.
It could happen. And Tim's no bitch. I'll give him that.
Oh,
But
hell no. He
this was hard to
whole
deal with.
fight with a fucking gash and
Yeah.
blood through his head like that.
On 12 days' notice, he took this fight. So,
Fucking crazy, bro.
but props to Fundora too.
He fought a great fight. You can't take nothing from him.
'Cause his nose
he
was-
deserved the win.
he was swallowing blood.
Yo,
He was swallowing his
he
nose.
deserved to win that fight. But I just think I feel like Tim would have won if he didn't get that.
No, I do too. I
Yes,
totally
he
agree.
would have
And most
been.
people-
He would have been like normal. He could
Scorecards.
see.
Scorecards are a little crazy. I thought when I saw the cut, right?
What was the scorecards? What was it?
It was
I
a
didn't
split
even-
decision. One of them, I don't know who the judges
Somebody
were.
was crazy on one side.
Yeah,
One
one side was nuts. The
Which
other
one, for who though?
for fucking Zoo. One side was crazy for Zoo. The other side was like close, but the majority of people thought for Fundora,
Yeah.
and then the other one was like neck and neck. So Fundora won, thankfully. The right guy won.
Yeah.
We could all agree with that. But so I bet the draw, right? And I posted about it, and I'm like, yo, I'm smelling a draw here. I'm just smelling. I think
Yo, if
Fundora.
you would have hit that shit,
Dude, I was this close. If I would have hit the draw, I would have did. You know, we used to play beer pong in college.
Yeah.
And like, if you shut them out, you run around the block naked. If I would have,
Right, no, I don't know. No.
Oh.
Well,
that's
no, did it?
upstate New York.
I was
Shout out.
upstate too.
Shout out.
That shit did not happen.
You run around naked. Whatever.
No.
Whatever. So
Hell
you
no.
run around naked.
Hell no.
If that shit, if I would have hit the draw, I would have did a lap naked. You wouldn't have saw much.
Nah,
You wouldn't have saw much, neighbors. I would have ran a lap naked.
I don't know what's cool.
But so listen,
I
hear
was
me
on a
out.
lacrosse team, and you know they be buck
Yeah,
wild.
crazy.
I ain't not see no crazy shit like that.
Listen though. So after four makes it an official fight, right? So the cut happens in 2, right? He's gushing. Zoo is gushing. I'm like, yo, it's 2-2. It's 2-2. It goes past 4. The doctor checks Zoo. I'm like, stop it. I'll get the draw. I'll get the fucking draw. I'll get the draw.
You get a draw for what?
So after 4 rounds, it has to go 4 full rounds for it to be an official fight
Oh,
on a doctor
snap,
stoppage. Then they go to the
oh,
scorecards.
shit.
So I'm like,
Look, you learn something new every day.
after 4, I'm like, oh my God, they're going to stop it. They're going to stop it. Nah, they let it go. I was like, fuck. Nah. But if I would have got the
shit.
draw, it was 2-2. There's a heavy chance I'm going to get the draw on that. Listen, it is what it is.
It is what it is, man. But I'm like, if Fundora fights like that all the time, bro.
Yeah. And he's
gonna
like,
do-
he's got dog.
he's
Like,
gonna
he's
do
been knocked down,
damage.
got up.
He's
and-
gonna do damage.
Yeah. Him and his
Okay.
sister, this is the first time that, like, dual
He-
belt holders,
And then
brother and sister.
and then our boy
Ooh.
jumps in the ring
Oh.
after being ghost. for
Dude,
that
yeah,
long.
we're going to talk about this guy.
Our fucking,
That was
That's
so-
my boy. I
Yo,
love Spence.
I'm a Spence guy,
Where
too.
the fuck did he come from?
He should have never hung out with the Charlos. They should have kept the Charlos away from him. He started hanging out with the Charlos, and listen, Spence was one of the first like modern day boxing autographs I bought. I bought an autographed
Oh,
glove.
word? That's
Yeah,
dope.
it's right over there. That was cringe, Spence. I'm sorry. That was
he
cringe.
just jumped and like you asking for one of them. You got a whole rematch clause.
Not only that, he still looked punchy.
Alright.
He was slurring his words.
His teeth look nice though.
Yeah, they looked real. Not like mine. I got purple teeth right now. Them shit's-
yeah,
But yo, I was like, that's so cringe. What
I
are you
didn't like
doing?
that, man.
Nah.
He jumping in this one.
I will say though, just because he lost like that to Crawford doesn't mean the guy can't box.
No, I'm saying, but just like take the rematch.
He's not. They're too heavy. They're not going to take the rematch. That's off the table. That would have happened already.
Yeah, I know it would have happened already.
The
but
rematch isn't happening.
It was disappointing, bro.
Yeah. I think honestly too, and I'm a Spence guy, born in Long Island. If Fundora Spence had, I'm betting Fundora. Sorry, Spence is punchy, man. He was slurring his words, fucking in the ring there,
Yeah.
and he looked like fucking Lawrence Taylor.
If you,
He was heavy. He's not coming to fucking.
the only thing is that he's gonna attack the body.
Yeah, he's a body.
Tim Tszyu didn't really attack.
Yeah, but
the
when
body
you
like
attack the body versus a fucking 6'8" giraffe and he's punching down on hooks and you're punching,
he keep his when he throw into the body.
Fundora, the worst case scenario. You don't see Crawford calling out Fundora. Fundora was the worst case scenario for everybody.
But Fundora, this was really pissed me off. He came off a knockout loss and got a title fight, bro. That shit. That was
fucked
kind
up.
of fucked up.
No, I agree.
I ain't gonna lie.
He had one before this. Like, yeah, I agree.
Like, how the fuck you get a title shot?
That's just the politics in boxing.
Lost and a knockout.
Yo, but did he not seize the opportunity?
Yes, he did, but still, man, shit is fucked up. And then this guy want to come back and get a title shot.
Yes. Yo, Fundora's probably like, I could beat Spence. Yeah, come on.
Spence come back and he will get a title shot. Like, yo, this is just what the fuck is going on? They don't give a fuck about rating. People dodging people. This shit's getting.
That's annoying. That's
I don't
PBC.
know what
though,
the fuck is going
That's
on,
PBC.
man. That shit.
PBC is just weird, man. It's lots of smoke and mirrors. Lots of smoke and
That
mirrors.
shit got
You
me
look at the
tight.
cards. I read something today too about the Rolly card. The same referee that had the early stoppage in the Rolly fight.
He's a ref for that fight too.
No, I don't know. I'm gonna misquote it. Look it up. Yo, shout out to Steve Kim. Look at Steve Kim's Instagram. He posted some kind of weird controversy with the Rolly shit.
Yeah.
Some kind of coincidence happened, and I don't want to misquote it. But when the Rolly Pitbull fight, somebody that was involved, because I don't want to misquote it, somebody that was involved in the Rolly fight with what's his name, the Latino dude with the early stoppage, where Rolly got the belt.
Oh yeah, the old head.
Yeah, somebody in that fight, right? Involved in that fight was involved in this fight as a judge.
Wow.
And had Rolly winning at the time of the stoppage. So it was a little weird. A little PBC controversy. Past the controversy. Remember Past the Controversy? Remember that song?
That was so corny.
That was a great song, dude.
Yeah, I know.
What?
You tried it, bro.
That was a good song, man.
Yeah,
I might patent that. Past the controversy. Nah, you didn't like it? All right, sorry. I told you.
Absolutely not.
This purple drink got me going. Grapes got me going.
It was funny that you even tried that shit, but.
All right, anyway.
Oh, shit. You funny as
Let's get back on track. People are on the radio listening. They don't know what the. Yo, my teeth are purple as shit. Jesus! Never again will I drink wine for you, sir. My teeth are purple as fuck. You know who the real winner, though, was here?
Us.
Well, yeah. But the real winner in Tszyu versus Fundora?
No.
Keith Thurman.
He probably laughed.
Because those first two rounds, if that Tim Tszyu that we saw in the first two rounds versus Fundora came against Keith Thurman would have been night.
Yeah.
He's like, damn, thank you, bicep. God was telling me something.
Or he probably laughing now though. He
true.
lost.
So the same time as that fight, we had Gilberto Ramirez versus Arsen Gulamirian for the WBA cruiserweight belt. Now, Gilberto Ramirez is coming off a fight versus Joe Smith Jr., and that was at 175, right? So he's like, yo.
He went up in weight. So
He always goes up in weight. It's crazy. He actually just made history. He beat him in a unanimous decision.
Yeah.
And the way he beat him was awesome. It was awesome to see. He outboxed him.
Off his back foot and everything.
Yeah,
boy.
and he would come on the inside. He would go off his back foot, and he has a real boxing IQ. You want to talk about boxing IQ?
He can move.
Yeah,
for a big boy, that boy can move.
But his problem is he's not disciplined. He's missed weight a bunch of times.
Oh wow.
He's up and down all around. But if he stays focused, I think he found a home here, man. I think he found a home. The cruiserweight division is not good. It's just 200 pounds flat, like around 200 pounds flat. Like, there's a vacant IBF belt he could steal. There's a WBC belt, and I'm pronouncing his name wrong. He's a dog, but Norer Nekejian. He beats him. He could beat him. The only chance he has really of losing is he does get hit, but he takes a hit to give a hit. with
Yeah.
like little weird arm combos. No
Okay.
real power.
Yeah.
Little weird arm combos. 200 pounds is heavy.
Yeah.
The only way I see him losing Gilberto Ramirez is if he gets undisciplined, loses focus, and gets clipped and knocked down. But he has a chin.
Yeah.
He's going to be undisputed at cruiserweight, and he's the first Mexican cruiserweight champion. So props to him, man.
Yeah.
Props
man.
to him.
He can freaking fight.
I don't know
ain't
if
gonna lie.
Yeah.
They was throwing a lot of punches, both of them.
Yeah,
Actually.
yeah. The
That
dude
was a great fight.
the
'cause
dude
they
he fought, yeah.
both was throwing
Oh,
hella
I
punches.
had
bro.
a bet on that, man. I needed him as
For that weight, they throw a lot of punches.
I needed Gilberto Ramirez knocked down, and I think he could have did it 7-12.
Okay.
If I would have got a knockdown 7-12, I would be on my third bottle of wine right now.
Yeah.
But
thank
I
God.
didn't.
Thank God. Yeah.
But I didn't.
Thank you.
You
Boxing
know
gods.
why I bet that though? So the fight before this, he was versus Joe Smith Jr., right?
Yeah.
And everyone was talking about Gilmarian. I don't know how to say his fucking name.
Shout out to Joe Smith.
Arson.
Man.
Yeah. Everyone was talking about his power, right? Almarian's power. Whatever
Yeah.
the fuck. Arson. I'll call him Arson. What a cool name too. Arson.
Arson. Yeah.
That's fucking yo. If they were like, yo, Willie, you got to fight a guy named Arson Gulamarian.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. Nah, I'll take Johnny Walker. But that being said, like, yo, I watched him versus Joe Smith, and it went to 12 rounds. Joe Smith could crack, and Joe Smith was cracking him. Joe Smith was fucking cracking Gilberto.
Word.
And Joe Smith could crack. He's the
didn't
one
see
thing
that
he's
one.
known for is to crack. It was a fight before this. Gilberto was just eating it. And I'm like, he could eat this guy's punches too. I did know it was going to be tough. I just thought Gilberto would have put those combos together more back to back.
Okay.
So, and if he did that, I think he would have got the stoppage. He didn't. He boxed well. He won almost every round. There was no round I thought that was even close. You could have given Arson one maybe early, but there was no round that was like close. Props to him, man. He's going to get all the belts at 200 cruiserweight. It's a very, very cool division, actually. And I think
I'm definitely going to tune in more.
I
to
think
that guy.
he opened like the floodgates now too, because a lot of guys at 175, even Joe Smith, they could jump up to cruiserweight and they could do some damage. So he opened the floodgates. Props to Joe Smith. You're right too. You just said that, and I know he's from Long Island, very local.
Yeah.
And obviously we're biased, but Gilberto just beat him, and he was posting shit about Gilberto, like, yeah, let's go, brother, blah, 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 whatever.
Mhm.
So props to him for that. What a good dude, man.
That's good, dude.
What else, Willie? What else we got here?
Nothing but fucking boxing bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
saying.
Talk about some of the bullshit.
What else? What we got? Oh, you seen the bullshit? Ah, man, they fucking. Well, you called it. You called it. You said it. You said it. You said it. They was gonna make this shit more like a sparring match. Mike Tyson,
Yes.
the 16-ounce gloves, the rules. It's gonna be crazy. Like,
So-
it's not
so
gonna be exciting for y'all. What do you want to call them? But
Casual.
casual box. The fans that just
Nah, everyone's watching this.
yeah, that's what I'm talking. No, I'm talking about the not the casuals, but the people, the random people that come
Yeah.
and watch it.
Fair weather.
Yeah.
Fair weather fans.
Yeah,
Pop in here and there, big names. Yeah.
Because it's Mike Tyson. Even like my uncle came out here from
Yeah.
Georgia. He was like, oh, what about Mike Tyson? You see like everybody's talking about it. Those type of fans, it's gonna be exciting for us. It's like 16-ounce
come
gloves.
on.
Fucking bullshit.
Yo, but
we want to see Mike knock his head off.
so we have an interview coming up with one of Mike Tyson's recent sparring partners.
Yeah.
He was supposed to come today. We know it's Easter, so obviously I'm not. He's supposed to come another week ago, but we're gonna chop it up with him. Obviously, we're gonna dive into his boxing career, but then we're gonna parlay that into Mike Tyson, probably the next episode, hopefully. It's just we're having some time change difficulties. We're out here in New York. He's out there in Las Vegas. But that being said, yeah, you're right. I was right. I knew that they're still trying to fight. I heard about the headgear, and I'm gonna give you a little inside information just
Where the
from
fuck you get inside information from?
just poking around, poking my nose around, being nosy. I did hear from people that know people that know people that know Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Because I don't know anybody important, but people that know people that know people that know Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I heard he did get hurt. And I'm only good at one thing in life, and that's reading people. And do you remember he was posting in Secession,
Yeah.
round one, day
Yeah.
one,
Day 1, day
blah, blah,
2,
blah,
day
day
3.
2, day 3, you still want to fuck with me? That one had me.
What happened to day 14?
Day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7. And there was like, oh, Mike Tyson hospitalized, couldn't get out of bed. And we were talking about age earlier, right?
Yeah.
You can't just jump into training camp like that, especially smoking weed, eating shrooms at
hell
60.
Where you get this information from?
But put 2 and 2 together, though, right?
Don't put that out there, bro.
No, but think about it. Think about it, though. It makes sense. I'm not saying the fight's canceled, but the recovery time.
I mean, shit, he still got a mad time.
I'll put it like this. You remember when you were 20, right? You go out drinking. Your lacrosse team. Fucking just going crazy. You wake up at 6 a.m., run 10 miles, go to work. As you get older, that stops.
Yeah, definitely.
Your hangovers are 2 days. You're eating Chinese food. You're covered in fucking sesame sauce. And you wake up on day 3, finally back to normal, right? Because you're older. Mike Tyson's double our age. We're in our 30s. Mike Tyson's about to be double our age.
Yo.
He's not working out. It's not happening. It's just Father Time is undefeated.
Damn. I'm sad.
I still think the fight's going to happen. I still think.
Damn. Don't say that, Puma.
I still think his style crushes Jake Paul. I just don't think that the Mike Tyson that we think we know. We're all thinking of 1990, late 80s Mike Tyson.
This shit got fucking everybody talking about it. Old
Bro,
people,
when you go to post shit, like when you go to post boxing shit online and you hashtag Tyson, and I'm not talking Tyson Fury because he's got a big fight coming up too. But when you hashtag Tyson or Tyson KO, Mike Tyson KO, that shit, it's still going fucking viral. That's how great he was at what he did. And that's respect to him. Hats off. He's an A-list celebrity. Oh, did you see, though, Jake Paul? Did you see Jake Paul post the thing? Oh, day 3, your eyes can't hit what your fucking eyes can't see.
That
it
was
so
corny, yeah.
fucking cringy, bro.
That shit was corny.
So the guy that we're trying to get an interview with, who I talked to, I just texted him before this. He texted me back too. You know, not that I'm anybody.
You getting there, bro.
Nah, he's a good guy, real good dude. He texted me back. He said he was like, yeah. He messaged me on Instagram about the Jake Paul thing, and he could beat Jake Paul. He was like, yeah, this guy's freaking slow as shit. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So it's like funny to see, like, if he fought a guy like this, right?
Yeah.
A guy that I'm speaking of, I'm not going to name drop it yet because I'm going to get you with the element of surprise.
He can box.
Yeah, like he'll fuck
box.
Jake Paul up.
Like
there's 1,000 dudes that'll fuck Jake Paul up.
For a big dude, he can
that
fucking move.
That are unknown, that are unknown to the common eye. Yeah.
He can move.
Fuck him up. And he's sparring with Mike Tyson, so it is what it is. But what else? What else is other boxing news? You got the Ryan Garcia saga. The real, like there's, what was it? Jersey Shore? Remember Jersey Shore, the reality show?
Yeah. I remember.
We got like Ryan Garcia Shore. Fucking every day. My girl will be like, yo, you see what Ryan Garcia posted? I'm like, no, I didn't. What the fuck did he post?
Everything. Streams, all types
He's
of shit.
crushing it, bro.
He's everywhere, bro. He's taking advantage of this limelight, man. Short-lived.
No, I don't think short-lived.
He's gonna be in.
He tapped into a market. Like he was on Fox News. He was on CNN. Like, oh, blah blah blah.
Yeah, he's getting that.
He tapped into some kind of market that is just no matter what he does. And Fox News was wrong. They're like ex-world champion Ryan Garcia, and I'm like, he never had a real belt. What are you talking about? But that's just us knowing our boxing a little bit, just a little bit. Who's your top 3 favorite fighters right now, Willie? Sorry, I'm drunk. I'm getting all over the place.
Tank.
Oh, Tank.
Tank. Not in no order. Tank. Tank. Oh shit.
Dude,
and Tank. All right, there we go. Yeah.
What's his? You that big of a fan of him?
Don't ask me. Don't ask me his new name. Do not.
Yo, I don't even think he's going by his new name anymore. Yo, Tank. I know it's Easter, but Tank might be the worst Muslim ever. He's like,
you think so?
He don't even respond to his new name.
His new name?
Yeah. He's like,
it's hard, man. It's hard.
I wouldn't know. It's like Abdul Wahid.
Yeah,
some shit like that. Whatever.
Abdul Wahid.
Willie is I can't wait till Tank's next fight, like when the Ryan Garcia fight gets closer. No, not Ryan Garcia. Who is Tank fighting next?
Frank Martin.
Yeah, Frank Martin. As that gets closer, we're gonna preview that. I can't wait to go back. Like me, remember Fossil guys, RIP Fossil. Like Fossil and I used to always fight because Fossil would just fight with me to fight with me. He wouldn't even agree with what he was fighting with. But Willie is a real Tank guy. Like he's a real Gervonta Davis fan.
Man, when you actually spend money to go see somebody,
Yeah,
you just exactly. You know better than me. You
Tio
you would spend
Tiafimo thinks I'm stalking him. I'm like, bro.
You ODing, bro. You ODing. but
Still won't give me the interview. Hey man,
Yeah,
hey
I'm not
Tiafimo, still your biggest fan.
yeah, we ain't gonna do too much glazing, but but we good. Like yo, Tank man, that's my guy.
Tank
man.
waved to me once.
He's cool, bro.
It was
He's
at
cool,
Brooklyn
bro.
actually in Barclays. Believe it or not.
Cool.
I would go to that fight. I would go to the Barclays fight. We should. Being a podcast out of New York, in New York, we should. But like,
I mean, if we was a paid
Yeah.
podcast, we was get that monyan.
yeah, we had
We definitely be
a
there.
real producer.
We get that monyan.
Nah, it's just us. Just me, you, and
Shout
Liquor.
out to the new followers though
Yeah.
and subscribers, man. Y'all been really clicking up and on the videos.
Yo,
all
if
the
you-
haters too, and all that.
You know what?
We
It's
fuck with
Easter.
y'all, bro.
It's Easter. If you made it this far in the episode, right? You made it this far in the episode.
Yeah.
I want you to DM me. 4 + 4 = 8, and I'll send you some free hoodies or something. 4 + 4 = 8. If you made it this far in the episode, 4 + 4 = 8. DM me at the Spar-Inn. 4 + 4 = 8.
Marketing.
I'll write you back, and I'll send you some free gear because it's Easter. We're
It's
fucking
Easter,
laying
man.
Easter eggs. 4 + 4 = 8.
That's dope.
Willie, you
You
didn't
just
ask.
thought about that?
Yeah.
Oh shit, cool.
Willie, you didn't ask me who my 3 favorite were.
Yeah, Who's your number 2 and number 3?
Who's my number 1, man?
Who is your well, everybody should know by now. T.O. is his absolute favorite fighter. So
Number
you
2.
number 2.
Obviously Tio's number 1. Number 2, probably Bam Rodriguez, and he's been in the news today as well. Bam Rodriguez has been in the mainstream news.
Oh, word?
Some other random boxing news. He's not giving a damn about titles. He's just daring to be great and wants to beat the shit out of great dudes. He's fucking returning to 112, right? His weight where he
God
won by
damn.
to fight Juan Estrada, and he's relinquishing his belt. Well, probably both his belts
Okay.
at the weight he's at now. And that just to fight Juan Estrada, because that's a fucking brawl, and Bam could win. And to me, he's probably number 2 right now
Oh, word.
because of shit like that. And he's a southpaw, and I like him. He's slick as shit with the feet. I always forget he's 112, 115 pounds. Because,
I
bro,
don't even know who the fuck you was talking about. Just
Yeah, Bam Rodriguez. You know who I'm talking about, dude. You know who I'm talking about.
I gotta see.
Dude is a monster.
He's a beast
monster.
at one.
Monster. He's pound for pound arguably number 3. Pound for pound. Nobody's fucking with him at that weight.
I bet. Who the fuck is making that
Nobody's
weight?
Yeah, but no, that weight though, the lighter weights like that is like more skilled.
The only I think the lowest I know is probably Inoue.
No, yeah, but Inoue's heavier.
Yeah,
Inoue's
he's like 130, 125.
Yeah, 125.
115.
Dude, dog. He's watch him.
I gotta look him up.
See,
bro.
that's the
I'll be
problem.
learning. I'll be learning.
That's the
bro.
problem, man. He's
There's a lot of
about to
people.
snag the ring belt and the WBC belt by going back down. Well, in a tough fight with Juan Estrada. So he's daring to be great. So when you dare to be great, you become my favorite. Like Tiafimo dared to be great. He beat Loma in his prime. And whoever was coming at me on Instagram about shit like that, go fuck yourself. This dude was coming at me, right? This dude was coming at me on Instagram, and I'm like, oh, whatever. He's like, your podcast probably sucks. And I'm like, yeah, it does. Like and subscribe. He liked it. He fucking follows me now. We were talking about it.
That's dope.
But it was funny. And then, third, obviously we're big Shushu fans, but that goes for all of New York. If you're from New York and you're not a boxing fan,
New York City.
and you're not a Shushu fan, so I'm gonna go one step further. Shushu's just by default. I love Shushu, fan of the show, friend of the show. But David Benavidez.
Oh,
man.
Yeah, love that dude,
He's daring to be great, but the greats are not daring to be great with him.
Yeah, they are ducking him.
Woo! Canelo.
They ducking him.
Yo, shout out again. I'm gonna shout out Fossil, R.I.P. Fossil rose from the dead like Jesus and just bought a Canelo shirt.
What?
Yeah, he texted me. He bought a Canelo shirt.
Oh, I guess.
Shout out Fossil.
That's what's up, bro.
All right, that's it.
That's my guy, man.
That's it. Oh no. I think I had a preview. We had a preview something.
Oh, yeah. You was going to take that away, bro.
Oh, Richardson Hitchens. Yeah. There's not much to preview here. Richardson Hitchens from New York, another New York fighter, calling out all the big names at 140 to include Teofimo. Richardson Hitchens, I've spoke about him before. He fights a lot like Shakur. He's
didn't he beat the dude that be sparring everybody?
Zapata. He beat Zapata.
Nah, the dude that be sparring everybody and posting sparring shit.
I don't know.
Tank, Devin Haney.
Maybe. I don't know who you're talking about.
What the fuck is his name?
Yeah, we're bad with names on the show.
Yeah, so bad.
It's very bad.
He posts it all the time, bro.
Richardson, I'm sure if he sparred them at 140, like the sparring circuit of boxing it's work, so they all spar each other.
The dude, I follow the dude too.
But Richardson Hitchens is always a step ahead. He's the most, I think, at 140 besides Haney and Shakur's not at 140, but kind of is. Besides Haney, he's probably the most defensive sound, just very young and untested.
Yeah.
He's got a fight with Gustavo Daniel Limos. I did some research on him. I didn't know much about him. He's a good fighter, great fighter. He could beat a lot of top guys with his power and stuff, but he's throwing looping shots and stuff. He's made for a guy like Richardson Hitchens. I won't be watching this fight live. The next step I want to see Richardson Hitchens take, he is next level. He's top tier talent.
Okay.
I want to see him versus a guy like Arnold Barbosa, Ismail Barroso, the guy we were talking about before, the old head that got the belt or got robbed from Rolly.
Yeah.
Ismail Barroso. Those would be cool fights to really see where he's at. Guys that know how to cut off the ring. Okay, you're a half step back like that, but your power isn't really there. Let's see you bang with me. Like guys that know what to do. He's also with DAZN, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. People are gonna argue with me and say, "Oh, he fought Zapata." Well, we just saw Zapata's last fight. That Zapata is not the Zapata who once was. He got knocked the fuck out by a European. So that being said, Richardson Hitchens, we know he's gonna win. He put everyone to sleep in his last fight. He answered the phone. I guess it was Floyd Mayweather in the ring. People are saying Floyd, or no, maybe it was Shakur. I don't know. He answered the phone. I think it was Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd called him in the ring. He was arguing with his corner. Richardson Hitchenson has all the boxes checked, right?
Okay.
He's just not an exciting fighter, and it's kind of like the Shakur problem.
Okay.
So him and Shakur, he's a great boxer. He's a boxing trainer's dream.
Yes.
Hit and don't get hit, right?
Skilled, huh?
But I want to see him take that next step up to a top tier opponent that can cut that shit off and really test him. And I think he'll still win. And he's from New York too, so that's awesome. I just didn't like him calling out T.O. Like, you got to beat some people first, man. But that's just me being biased as usual. We're going to close the show out with that. This wine is hitting like a motherfucker. Willie, you got anything? Fundora over the... I'm not Fandor. Fundor. Fundor. You look like Sean Porter.
Cam Newton.
Sean Porter always wears dressed nice, bro.
Cam Newton and shit right now.
Cam Newton dressed good too. Sean Porter too though.
He always got the hats on.
Yeah.
Cam
Sean
Newton
Porter
hats.
too.
I don't know how he be doing podcasts, all these hats on. He be having the big ass top hats and shit. Smooth criminal hats.
That's it. We'll shut it down there. Follow us on everything. Hopefully Willie wears normal clothes next episode.
Willie, back to normal clothes, man.
Willie's
I'm getting
permanent.
the most out of this rental. You heard? I'm getting the most out of this rental, man. $90, motherfucker.
Where?
At Costume America. Shout out to them. They always got some costumes. Man.
Yeah, all right.
They got some shit on.
All right, enough. Shut up. Yo,
hey.
We're closing the show out.
Happy Easter.
Happy
from
Easter,
Rolly.
y'all. From Rolly. Catch you maybe. What's coming up next? What's coming up next down the pipe? April. Yeah, we got a lot of fights in later April, so maybe not next week, but the week after we'll be back. Follow the Spar-Inn on everything. We're going to chop some shit up, post it out.
Baby.
Like, subscribe. Tell your boxing friends. Please tell your boxing friends.
Oh, hate, too. Argue with us. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a shit. Argue with me.
Ask me for my sparring shit.
Yeah, that's what someone did.
Weird ass
someone on YouTube was like, yo, I want to see you spar.
Shut
the hell up. Shut the hell up.
Nobody gives a fuck.
We're just
for fun.
Yeah, this is a hobby. Just like that dude spars and comments. He was being nice, too, after.
Yeah, fucking guy. It's cool, bro.
We're just fans. Cheers. Happy Easter, y'all. Follow us on everything. Twitter, Instagram. We're not that active on Twitter. More active on Instagram. www.thesparinn.com. Click on the link for the shop, the Spar-Inn shop. Buy yourself some merch. Or just answer the question I asked earlier, and I'll send you free merch because we're not doing this for profit. We're doing this for fun because we're losers. We're out. Peace.